This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder the Capital One bank guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also talk about how most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
The springtime thaw is finally here. Flowers are blooming. Days are longer. We're saying yes to more plans and finally getting outside, running, walking, just moving again. It's the perfect time to upgrade your everyday go-tos with Bombas. Take Bombas sports socks. They're super comfortable and designed with sport-specific tech for running, cycling, yoga, hiking, you name it. I use them to run in, and I can tell you they work beautifully. So head over to bombas.com and use code SYSK for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com, code SYSK at checkout. Hello there, it's me, Josh, and for this week's SYSK Selects, I've chosen our episode, Was There a Real Atlantis? And it turns out there very well may have been. At the very least, there's a very exciting lost city that archaeologists found that, well, it may have been the model for the Atlantis legend. I don't want to ruin anything, I don't want to spoil anything, so just kick back and enjoy this adventure episode.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh Clark, back in the saddle again with Charles W. Chuck Bryant. We share a horse.
We do. I have a horse sidecar, actually. It's a small mule that's attached to your horse.
Yeah.
And I have to lean into the corners.
It's more of a hay cart than a sidecar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Back in the saddle, meaning we are back from Texas and back in the recording booth for the first time in, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it feels nice, dude.
To be back in this smelly little dimly lit room.
Yeah, it's strangely. Yeah. At least it's not like blood colored. You know?
Yeah.
Man.
That'd be weird.
So Chuck.
Yes.
I guess we should get started, huh?
You don't have an intro?
Well, I was going to use the intro as the intro.
Go ahead, then.
Have you ever heard of a place called Atlantis?
I have.
You read like the Bermuda Triangle?
The
books?
Vacation Getaway?
No, where like Britney Spears stayed for free for like a month when they opened to try to generate buzz.
Wow. I'm sure they were packing them in after that.
I think they have been. I don't know. I can't discuss the financial estate of Atlantis, the resort in the Bahamas. But what I can discuss is Atlantis, the possibly fictitious place.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on record as fictitious.
Are you?
Well, after reading this, and by the way, this was awesome.
Thanks,
I had
man.
no idea about the secret surprise that's coming.
Which one?
Well, the other place, the real place.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Which I meant to ask you before how we pronounce that, but we'll just get to that and I'll let you say it first.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to say it's fictitious and based on that.
Okay. I think I kind of go with that too. Yeah. Mainly because one of the things about Plato is he was the only person to ever mention Atlantis. Plenty of people have mentioned it after him.
Yeah.
But it was based on what he said.
Right.
Which kind of makes you think like, oh, okay, is this this is an allegory, probably. It's about wickedness.
Yeah, what was his book in? Timaeus?
Yeah.
That was the book.
Right.
Where he first mentioned it.
Yeah. And it was written in 360 BC. And Timaeus is one of his dialogues, I believe. And Plato has a thing where he likes to take real places, real people, real events, and then just kind of use some literary license.
Sure.
He's a philosopher, okay?
Yeah, he was not a documentarian of real things.
Right. But along the way, somewhere, that idea got lost, right?
Right.
So, for example, Sodom and Gomorrah. I would wager that a lot of people think that Sodom and Gomorrah...
I love those guys.
Something really happened, and that it was taken eventually. It was used as allegory that these people were punished by God.
Right.
But really, something really bad happened to him and somebody decided, hey, this is a great chance to use this as a life lesson for everyone.
Yeah.
So there's a really strong possibility that Plato did the same thing because as he describes Atlantis, they had gotten kind of hubristic, I guess.
It does mimic other things in the Bible, that's for sure.
It does. And the great god Poseidon, who is the god of the sea and of earthquakes, decided that he was kind of tired of the people of Atlantis, which was the seat of a cult that worshipped him, right?
Yeah.
So he, using the techniques at hand, created an earthquake that generated a tsunami that sunk Atlantis beneath the waves, lost forever.
Yeah, I think the quote from the book was it sank into the sea in a single day and night of misfortune.
Yeah.
That's putting it lightly.
So,
and he placed it too, didn't he? Actually,
yeah.
It's, where? Off Spain?
The Pillars of Hercules, which is now called the Strait of Gibraltar.
And there's people looking in Spain now, right?
Yeah,
they
like
still think it's
legitimate,
right?
Bona fide archaeologists.
They're fun.
Yeah. So Plato, I guess part of the problem is he's saying like, yes, this was at the Strait of Gibraltar.
Right.
In his parlance at the time, he's saying is at the Strait of Gibraltar. The problem is that Atlantis was this magnificent ringed city.
Yeah.
And it had like fantastic technology and architecture.
Yeah.
And it was just an amazingly advanced place. But he also says that this happened 9,000 years ago, right?
Right. So
9,000 years before him.
So they were aliens.
Well, that is thanks to a guy named Ignatius Donnelly.
Yeah.
So this guy, Plato writes about Atlantis, goes about his business, right? Dies.
Well, and apparently nobody back then took it seriously. That's like modern man were the first people to say, ooh, maybe there was an Atlantis.
Yeah.
Back in the day, everyone was like, nah, it's just Plato going off again.
Right. It was this one guy, Ignatius Donnelly.
Oh, he's the one.
You can lay it all at his feet.
Jerk.
Because in 1882, he published a book called Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. And in it, he's saying, okay, the Azores, man, I wish I'd looked that one up.
I think that's right.
The islands in the middle of the Atlantic, that's actually the highest peaks of the highest mountaintops of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And wait, there's more. The incredibly advanced civilizations in Egypt and high up in the Andes of Peru, pre-Inca, those were colonies set forth by Atlantis that survived because they weren't there for the sinking of Atlantis.
Yeah.
So basically, we have civilization to thank. We have Atlantis to thank for civilization. The problem is all of this is totally unfounded, but it just kicked off the occultization of Atlantis.
Yeah, it's been placed everywhere from South China Sea, the Caribbean, the Pacific, the Indian Ocean, the Canary Islands, Antarctica, supposedly.
Switzerland?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't chase that one down, but I saw somewhere that somebody said Switzerland.
Let's go ahead and say everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Atlantis is everywhere.
There's Edgar Cayce, who is known as the sleeping prophet of Virginia Beach, who's a psychic. He said that Atlantis stretched from the Gulf of Mexico to Spain.
Yeah. And
that the Bermuda Triangle, there were a lot of, if there is mystery in the Bermuda Triangle, it's due to Atlantis' energy crystals.
Well, I will say, though, he said it would rise off Bimini, and then when they discovered the Bimini Road, everyone was like, see there?
Yeah. And then it's too bad Cherry's not here because she's like, I dove the Bimini Road.
Yeah, guest producer Maddie is in the house.
Hey, Matt.
We didn't mention that.
So once Donnelly comes along and kind of takes up the mantle of searching for Atlantis and making it as far out as possible, it just becomes more and more the domain of like fringe dwellers, right?
Sure.
But that is not to say that there aren't legitimate archaeologists searching for something like Atlantis. That doesn't mean that there isn't something that inspired Plato.
Right.
And we probably know what that is, actually.
That's where my money is.
Yeah.
And now you're going to make me say it, even though I asked you to say it. Hiliki?
Haliki.
Hiliki.
Haliki.
Haliki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haliki.
Spelled he-like.
Yeah.
I saw some weird pronunciation things that I didn't understand when I looked it up.
Yeah.
So I just figured I'd hear it from you.
That was Greek to you.
It was, indeed.
Spectrum Business keeps businesses of all sizes connected seamlessly with fast, reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi, phone, TV, and mobile services.
That's right. And Spectrum Business offers 100% US-based customer support 24/7 to help you stay up and running. And they offer tailored connectivity solutions with packages built for your business budget.
Yeah, so it's no wonder millions of business owners rely on Spectrum Business to keep them connected. Visit spectrum.com/business to learn more. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just a tee, the band tee from the last show your favorite band ever played. You wore it everywhere. Then your girlfriend started wearing it, which was cute until she dumped you and took it with her, which was not so cute.
Yeah, well, anyway, now you're on eBay. And there it is. Same tee from the same tour. Still living in your memory, rent-free forever.
See, the things you love have a way of finding their way back to you. But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend stole back, right?
No, it's also for that rare championship foul ball you caught, then heroically gave to the kid next to you. And where else are you going to find your first car? The one you wish you'd never sold. But now, finally get the chance to take it back home. For good this time.
So shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love. So yeah, the cat's out of the bag as far as I'm concerned. It is Heliki.
Well done.
Case closed.
End of podcast.
It was a super interesting story, though. This was well documented by lots of people, not like a single source like Plato.
Single made-up source.
Exactly. And it was a lost Greek city. It suffered a fate much like Atlantis supposedly did.
Yeah. So Heliki was this very powerful city in ancient Greece on the Gulf of Corinth.
Very nice in that area.
Yeah, I imagine. Have you been?
No.
I want to go.
I do too.
It was powerful enough to have its own colonies. So imagine if Atlanta had colonies in like Germany. This was very much the case for Heliki. And it was the seat of power for a 12-city league called the Achaean League, which is kind of like the Confederacy in the South.
Yeah. Would that be like having a bar in a different city that's like your home bar? Like, they have it's usually football based. There's like a New York Jets bar in Atlanta.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a Pittsburgh Steelers bar in Atlanta.
Maybe.
Is that the same thing?
I thought it was more like the capital of like a number of states.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it's the same thing, but I like that analogy.
I'm just being coy.
So the Achaean League, now I've just realized that I've missed something.
No,
in
that's
your
right.
Joke.
Yeah.
So the Heliki is the city or the center of the Achaean League. It controlled the shipping around there. And by the time Plato came about, it was hundreds of years old already.
Yeah, very active port.
They had their own coinage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked very cool, too. I looked up the coins.
Yeah.
Like dolphins and Poseidon and
Yeah.
not pitchforks. What do they call the
Tridents?
Tridents.
Yeah. And it had Poseidon on the coin because this was like the seat of a cult of Poseidon.
Yeah.
Just like Atlantis.
Exactly.
And it had a very prominent, well-known statue of Poseidon, just like Atlantis, right?
That's right.
So the similarities are starting to mount up.
They are. And they really mount in a big way in December of 373 BC when the townspeople started noticing, wait a minute, all these small animals are scurrying for the hills.
Yeah.
And that's never a good sign because we did talk about in another podcast how animals can sense underground tremors.
It had to have been in how earthquakes work.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And sure enough, earthquake came in the middle of the night on the 5th day, and that was followed by an enormous wave. And just like that, overnight, just like Atlantis, it was submerged.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the sea. Well, not the bottom, but...
No. And not necessarily the sea either, as we'll see in a second.
This is getting more mysterious.
So this really happened. This is pretty... it was a pretty well-known event. One of the... I guess we should say there were no survivors. Like, people from the surrounding cities got together like a a search party,
a
rescue party that set out at dawn just a few hours after this happened.
In a boat, I guess.
There was, well, I think they walked as far as they could and were like, oh,
yeah.
Well, there's now like a sea where there used to be this city.
Yeah.
It's gone. There was no one there. Apparently the only thing visible were the tops of the trees in Poseidon's sacred grove.
That's creepy.
I would guess olive trees.
Yeah. And there were 10 ships, and this will come up later too, from Sparta that were docked there in the port, and they were gone as well.
Just gone.
And that will play an important part here coming up soon.
Yeah. So imagine like there's a city. It's a very powerful, rich city, and you live out in the boondocks, and you just know something happened. There's an earthquake, so you go to check on the city, and then the city's gone, and it's just silence, and there's 10 ships that aren't there anymore. Everything is just gone.
Creepy.
What was even creepier, though, is you could look down into the city underwater and see it all there still.
Yeah, including the statue of Poseidon, which apparently still stood erect and in place.
All right, and local fishermen and ferrymen reported having their nets get caught in Poseidon's statue all the time, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But so you could see Helike for hundreds of years, which is one of the reasons why it's so well documented.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, have you heard of thanatourism, dark tourism, or death tourism?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was kind of like an early version of a dark tourism site, like
come visit this mass cemetery.
Yeah, exactly. And you could go check it out, and travelers and writers and scholars did, and they documented what they saw. Pretty specifically too. Yeah. Like in Stadia, they said, well, this is where the city is now. This is where it was in relation to, this river or that river.
Right.
So like the sources are pretty abundant, and they're pretty specific.
Speaking of abundant.
Yeah.
And rivers.
Yeah.
And sources.
Okay.
Look at you. That area was unique in that it had these 3 rivers that met there, bringing fresh water in. So you got some good fresh water.
Right.
You got some good seawater with tons of good seafood. You got very rich land for crops. We got irrigation because we got the fresh water. Mm-hmm. The weather's gorgeous. So it's right here on the lovely seaside, and that's what made it an ideal spot for people to say, hey, maybe we should settle down here.
Yeah. Let's hang out here for a while and get fat on shrimp.
Unfortunately, it's also a bad spot because there are 2 fault lines that run parallel through the area, and they have been known to cause some major disruption over the years.
Like the earthquake that destroyed Helike.
Exactly.
And generated the tsunami. So it's kind of like this whole place is like made to produce a lost city, right?
Yeah.
Because there's other places around the world where there's violent tectonic activity, and it's coastal, so that means that it's in danger of a tsunami.
California, not with a tsunami, I don't think.
Japan.
Yeah.
The Malaysian tsunami in 2004. There's a lot of places, but to produce that will ruin a coastal city, right?
Yes.
But for it to become lost, it has to be covered up somehow. And Helike is in a really unique situation for this because of those 3 rivers that form the Helike Delta, where Helike was situated, right? Mm-hmm. So you've got the earthquake, you've got the tsunami, so you have a ruined city. It's now submerged. And then these 3 rivers bring a lot of silt to the area. And so eventually Helike was covered up over the centuries. Yeah,
you put it in the article about how if you bought a house, or not bought a house, let's say built a house along the shore in 1890, it would be 1,000 feet inland, which I imagine is quite a rub for people that build that lovely house right on the water.
Yeah, because within a century or so, it's going to be a couple of streets back.
And there's like 10 jerks in front of you that have built houses.
Exactly. And it's kind of like, what's that game where you like leapfrog?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say Monopoly, where you build bigger houses than the other guy.
Oh, yeah, that would have worked too.
Yeah, sure.
So you've got the tsunamis, you've got the river, you've got the
silt.
The silt. You also have the delta itself, because of this violent activity, is moving up, they're finding.
Yeah.
Over time, it's rising. So you have a rising delta, which is low. It's like right at sea level.
Yeah.
but it's getting bigger, and silt is piling it up and making dry ground even further jut out into the coast.
Well, what it made was a nice little surprise for archaeologists.
Right.
And I imagine archaeologists just went berserk with this place.
Yeah, they had no idea. They just thought Haliki itself was there. They knew it was there.
Yeah.
And that, they suspected it would be kind of like a Pompeii.
Sure.
But even more, they considered it even more vital to archaeology or the archaeological record than Pompeii even.
Well, what they found, though, as you know, Josh, but we're going to spring it on you now, is 6 other distinct occupied horizons besides 6 other ones, or 7 total?
6 total.
6 total, 5 others besides Haliki.
Yeah.
Underneath, one on top of the other, that had been settled and civilized and wiped out and covered up.
And like just kind of captured in time.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Which one? What were they?
So there was one from the Byzantine period, which was pretty long. I think it ran from like 200 AD to the 15th century.
Yeah.
And then beneath that, there is a Roman ruin, which is from the 2nd to the 4th AD. And that one even features a Roman road.
Oh, yeah?
Which is the road that travelers and writers used to come look at Haliki, the ruins. And that one also, Chuck, this just blows my mind. It's so captured in time that there's a human skeleton atop a cattle skull that like it was knocked on top of this beast and killed like by rock and rubble and just kept there. So their skeletons are intertwined now.
Crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
So the Roman city's on top of Haliki. Then beneath Haliki, they found even more stuff. They found a settlement from the Bronze Age, 2600 to 2300 BC.
Right.
And before that, they kept digging and found prehistoric Neolithic period civilization, possibly as old as 12,000 years.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's something beneath that even.
I don't know.
This makes me think they should start digging in Los Angeles or other like seaside retreats.
Yeah.
To see what you could find.
Well, there's this whole idea, especially among Atlantis hunters, that it's extremely intuitive because of rising sea levels that anything that was established around the last ice age or even at about the end of it, the sea levels have risen like more than 100 feet since then.
Yeah.
So any coastal city's now underwater.
Right.
That's like a big thing that they hunt for now, or that archaeologists are kind of starting to try to get into, is looking for human habitation underwater.
Wow.
Like there's this whole area off of Wales, I think, northern Wales, Northern Ireland maybe, or Scotland. Anyway, it's called Doggerland. And it's like just this submerged area that used to be above ground, and they're finding like Neolithic settlements there. Wow. Isn't that cool?
Well, and the Earth has changed so much over the course of its existence that what's here didn't used to be here, and what was there was something else. And so I think there's no telling what's down there.
But that idea and the fact that you can find Neolithic settlements underwater supports, ironically, the notion that there could be something like Atlantis that's lost somewhere.
Like Haliki.
Right.
Spectrum Business keeps businesses of all sizes connected seamlessly with fast, reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi, phone, TV, and mobile services.
That's right. And Spectrum Business offers 100% U.S.-based customer support 24/7 to help you stay up and running. And they offer tailored connectivity solutions with packages built for your business budget.
Yeah, so it's no wonder millions of business owners rely on Spectrum Business to keep them connected. Visit spectrum.com/business to learn more. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just a tee, the band tee from the last show your favorite band ever played. You wore it everywhere. Then your girlfriend started wearing it, which was cute, until she dumped you and took it with her, which was not so cute.
Yeah, well, anyway, now you're on eBay. And there it is. Same tee from the same tour. Still living in your memory, rent-free forever.
See, the things you love have a way of finding their way back to you. But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend stole back, right?
No, it's also for that rare championship foul ball you caught, then heroically gave to the kid next to you. And where else are you going to find your first car? The one you wish you'd never sold. But now, finally get the chance to take it back home. For good this time.
So shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
So these guys, they found this area, and once they found Helike, it all started to, it was like jackpot. But finding Helike itself proved a little more difficult than they thought, especially considering all the documentation they had.
Yeah, they supposedly knew where it was, quote unquote.
Right.
Like, it's not like they were searching for a needle in a haystack.
Right.
They were searching for like a pool cue in a haystack.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
So in the late 80s, a couple of Cornell professors started looking for it for realsies, and they had a little bit of misinterpretation for the word, for the translation for body of water, and lucky enough they had a Greek woman with them.
Well, she's one of the Cornell professors.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, well then lucky that she was Greek.
Well, yeah.
Because she translated, she was like, wait a minute. She's like, it may not be in the Gulf after all. It may be inland.
Yeah.
And they were like, what?
Yeah, everybody had been thinking that this was the Gulf had swallowed up the city.
Which would make sense.
Right. It turns out it was an inland lagoon that did. So I think it was very much akin to the Noah's Ark episode we just did.
Yeah.
What is it? The Dead Sea, I think, where they think that the Dead Sea used to be freshwater.
Right.
Now it's saltwater.
Right.
Because that's evidence of the flood happening.
Right.
And probably what they think is the Mediterranean overwhelmed the strait. I can't remember what strait it was.
You're searching the reaches.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it was much the same way. Like, the city used to be around a lagoon, and then the lagoon got a lot bigger, thus swallowing the city.
Right. So they looked under land, and all of a sudden they had to ditch their scuba gear for shovels. Mm-hmm. And they found the first Roman city, the first ruins. We're like, wait a minute, 12 feet, just 12 feet below the land.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like that far at all.
No, it's not. Because the Roman ruins were like 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah, I would think that someone would have accidentally found it before that even, you know?
Well, that kicked it off. There was a German archaeologist who was traveling in the area and found a Helike coin with Poseidon on it, and was like, holy cow, this is significant.
Right.
So I think that's kind of how it started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they have found a lot of stuff since then. Buildings, industrial buildings, kilns, looms, intersecting streets.
Yeah, with buildings along these streets.
Yeah, like a real city.
Yeah.
What else? The coins, of course. Jugs.
Jugs with their original contents, and those are from the Bronze Age.
Right.
They found a storehouse of like jugs of different sizes and types from the Bronze Age. So we're talking like 5,000 years old.
Crazy.
They don't have any idea about these civilizations, but this was contemporary to like ancient Troy.
Right.
Which itself was considered a legendary city until Heinrich Schliemann found it.
Right.
So just finding this stuff is amazingly awesome.
Well, and there's more.
Yeah, there is.
Supposedly.
Yes. So they think that they found the outskirts of Helike, and that there's a lot more left, and that it's intact.
Oh, they're not actually at Helike yet?
No, they're in Helike, but they're not in the city center, they don't think.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're just out in the outskirts.
That's what they think.
Wow.
Yeah. And when they were looking for Helike out in the Gulf, they found something cool too, didn't they?
I don't think I know this.
You do know it. They found a seawall, ancient seawall of the city.
Oh, really?
And they also found what they think are the 10 Spartan ships.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you were going to say the statue of Poseidon. That would be like...
Well, they'll find it eventually.
The mother lode, if they found that thing still standing upright under the earth.
So they keep following... They started by following the Roman road.
Right.
So they're unearthing... Like, imagine this, dude. They're unearthing like 3 lost cities at once.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane? Do you know what like an archaeological treasure trove that is?
Yeah.
So they're unearthing them, and as long as they don't intersect, right? As long as like the Roman town isn't built directly over the statue of Poseidon,
right,
to where getting to Poseidon would undermine the Roman town.
Yeah.
Then they should be able to get it all, and they're going to be they'll excavate this for decades.
So this has been ongoing since the late 80s?
Well, no, they really started uncovering stuff in like 2000.
Wow.
But they started in 1988.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's Haliki. So, of course, Chuck, this doesn't mean that anybody has stopped searching for Atlantis. Like
no.
the archaeologist in Spain.
Yeah, he's looking inland now, which comes from this theory, so maybe he's onto something.
It's possible.
He's going to start digging up in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And people are going to say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Drink some wine.
So you were saying that you think that Plato was inspired by Haliki.
Sure.
I think there's substantial evidence in what we've said, but also keep in mind, Haliki happened in 373. Plato wrote his book in 360, 13 years later, and he lived in the area. This is a pretty well-known catastrophe, so I think you're probably right.
But we would not have had the awesome TV show Man from Atlantis had it not been for Plato.
No, I guess that's true.
Did you watch that?
No.
That was a little before your time.
And there's an awesome H.P. Lovecraft short story about a German U-boat that ends up in Atlantis. It's awesome.
I tried to find YouTube stuff of Man from Atlantis. And there's plenty out there. You know, he had the webbed hands when I was a kid. I thought,
oh, really?
Yeah, he had webbed hands and feet.
It's not Prince Nemor, is it? The Submariner?
Prince Nemor? Nemo?
No, Prince Nemor.
No.
Yeah. He's a Marvel comic guy.
No. It was a schlocky. It ran for like 1 year.
Was he like a detective? 70s. Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Mom,
he had
he
had superhuman strength and could breathe underwater. Had gills and he had webbed feet and hands. And I think like some government agency snapped him up to do like investigative undersea work for them.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Welcome back, Cotter.
It was a dude from Dallas, Patrick, what's his face?
Patrick Ewing? Patrick Duffy.
You're thinking J.R. Ewing?
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing is a basketball player.
Right.
Patrick Duffy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
Huh.
It was good stuff.
I have never heard of that show.
Yeah. It was only around for 1 year, I think. But boy, I was into it when I was like 7. Good stuff.
You had webbed hands.
Yeah, it got me into Plato.
You hadn't been eating it for years already?
Funny guy.
All right, so that's it? You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
Thank you for doing this one with me.
It was awesome. Thank you for opening my eyes to coolness.
Anytime. If you want to know more about Haliki, you should search for Was There a Real Atlantis by typing that into the search bar at howstuffworks.com. And I said that, which means it's time for listener mail.
That's right. Josh, remember when we did a little TV pilot recently? We tried to get these bookends onto the show. Mm-hmm. They arrived a little late. We weren't able to. But I want to tell everyone about this project.
Okay.
Because that sounds very cryptic.
All right.
This is from Mike. Hey, guys, I've been a big fan for a couple of years. And I especially like that some of your causes you have taken on and considered and done podcasts about them. Kiva and the Cooperative for Education in particular. So our Guatemala podcast gave him an idea for a Facebook fundraising idea to raise awareness for Co-op, our buddies,
right.
Cooperative for Education.
Co-ed.
Out of Cincinnati,
right.
Who do the awesome textbook programs and computer center labs in Guatemala. And he proposed it to them, and they said, heck yeah, let's do this. So his idea was to create, quote-unquote, celebrity bookends with just this basic idea. Take an ordinary set of bookends, although they are pretty fancy looking,
right.
I got to admit, and make them super famous pop culture icons through social media, and then sell them for $1 million and give it all to co-ed. So that's the plan.
It's a good plan.
I don't know if we added anything to that.
We added at least 70 cents.
Okay, good. He says, I know it sounds crazy, but crazy is usually what it takes to get people to notice things. The rational thinking behind this is that to get famous, all you need to have are a ton of people believing that you're famous. You know?
Yeah. I mean, what else is celebrity?
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to drum up celebrity for these bookends to raise awareness.
Right.
They have sent them around the world to meet people and to be on TV shows and in movies. They're documenting this on Facebook, the travels of these bookends, and Twitter and blogs for people to follow. And our big, audacious goal is to get as many Facebook fans as Kim Kardashian. She has 9 million fans. Can you believe that?
Sadly, yes.
Wow. So what we're hoping for your listeners is that they will like the idea enough to want to help. All you have to do, it can be as simple as going to the Facebook page, follow you on Twitter, the Celebrity Bookends, that is. Tweet about us, blog about us, tell your friends to like us, and hook us up with any celebrity friends that you might have. They have been in the hands of Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Matt Berninger of The National.
Right.
I didn't know how to pronounce that, but I do love The National. And I believe I saw Jeff Bridges holding these things.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that
then,
before us?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we actually got a little DeVito Bridges stank on our hands.
Yeah.
Unless they clean these things. And they sent it to us originally to get it in our cubicles on the TV pilot, but they arrived a little late and we weren't able to, so we just did some pictures, and maybe on down the road, if we do any more TV stuff, we can get them on television and do our part to help raise awareness.
Nice, man.
So, Facebook.com/celebritybookends or Twitter @celebritybookends, or send an email to celebritybookends@gmail.com, and that raises awareness to eventually sell these things to Danny DeVito to raise money for co-ed.
For $1 million.
Well, I certainly don't have $1 million.
Well, we also have our own Twitter handle, and you can get in touch with us too while you're talking to Celebrity Bookends. You can tweet to us, whatever you want. There's no rules, except that it has to be 140 characters or less, just that rule. That's SYSK Podcast. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/stuffyoushouldknow, and you can send us an email as well at stuffpodcast.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit howstuffworks.com.
Geico presents a 30-second podcast between your podcast. Today's story is shared by one of our listeners. It's called Betrayed by Bill. It was in that moment I caught who was staring back at me in betrayal. Or more like what? My insurance bill. With trembling hands, I grabbed my phone and switched to Geico, saving about $900 in the process, and never to be betrayed again. Now that was bloody riveting.
It feels good when the story ends with savings. It feels good to Geico.
You know, you could be adored by everyone and still completely ignored by your cat. Trust me, I know. But if you feed your cat Sheba, you can go from being ignored to truly adored in 12 days guaranteed or your money back. Sheba has a full menu of products, appetizers, entrees, treats, even a kitten's menu. It's so cute. So Sheba has a product for even the pickiest eater. Like Sheba Puree, it's made with bone broth, their chef-inspired flavors. It's got a smooth and creamy texture that cats love and contains no corn, wheat, soy, or artificial flavors. It's food that your cat's gonna love. To learn more, check out Sheba.com. That's SHEBA.com.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.